Alrighty, we are going to start up a Dominaria Flashback draft. I was thinking, why am I playing Double Masters when they have Dominaria Flashback? And you know what? I couldn't come up with a good answer for that question. I'm pretty comfortable with the format. And this is a Phantom League, so the stakes are a little lower, and I don't get to keep the cards I open. I still feel good about it. Haven't quite popped the queue yet, so I'll pop us back in once we get there. Alright, we made it, and Sulphur Falls is not really what we're looking for here, to be honest. Best cards in the pack are Call the Cavalry, Knight of Grace is solid, Grun's pretty good, Goblin Barrage is fine, Cloud Reader Sphinx is good, Mesa Unicorn's good, Sarah Disciple's not that good, looks better than it is. I think I'm just on Call the Cavalry or Grun. I remember green not being that good, but I might be wrong. The Cloud Reader Sphinx is also pretty great. I think I'm on Cloud Reader here. Maybe it's just supposed to be Call the Cavalry. I know white's easily one of the better colors. We'll take this low drop and see if we can get Call the Cavalry back. Probably a wrong pick, but you know, I'm not gonna kill myself over it. Like 2/2 first strike with extra. Well, the Mending of Dominaria is certainly not a weak card. Where's my view? Do I not have my thing up? I don't remember how to put up the preview for the card. Like, the next best card in the pack is what? Deathbloom Thallid? Trapper's fine, Fiery Invention's fine. Gitu Chronicler's really good. So it's between Mending of Dominaria and Gitu Chronicler. Weight of Memory's fine. Yeah, I think I'm on the Gitu Chronicler. It's just a really above average card. It just does everything you want to do. Early game, it's a 1/3 that blocks. Late game, you just get a spell back. Ancient Animus is pretty solid. It is an instant, that's the good thing. Knight of Grace, another one of those is good. A lot of things do just die to a 2/2 with first strike. Warcaller, not that good. Wind Grace Acolyte, not that good. Yeah, I think I'm just on another Knight of Grace here. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth is not good. It just is not. Memorial to War is bad. It probably is the worst one. Ballad Soothsayer is good. Sergeant at Arms is good. I'm seeing a lot of black cards in this pack and only one white card, but it is a good white card. You know, at the risk of having a card set and passing that are good for my colors, I'm going to take Thallid Soothsayer. I remember this card being pretty solid in decks where you could sacrifice things. Garna is solid. Dark Bargain is not as good as it looks. It's fine. Gift of Growth is not that good, but it's okay. Keldon Overseer was not too awful. Best cards in the pack are... Honestly, this just really isn't that good of a pack. Looking at like Dark Bargain, Keldon Overseer, and Garna. There's a chance that we end up black-red. It's unlikely, but it's possible. And Garna is just a fine playable, I guess. Anolish Honor Guard is fine. Final Parting's good. Deathbloom Thallid's pretty solid. Fungal infection is good as well. I think right now I'm on Deathbloom Thallid. Looks like we're kind of settling into some kind of black-white stuff. Seeing a lot of good black cards come around. Fungal infection might just be better than Deathbloom Thallid, though. Definitely will win you combat a lot, especially with these Knights of Grace here. Can never have too much removal, right? I don't think I'm going to be hurting for Deathblooms. Divest, Windgrace Acolyte, Excavation Elephant, just Mesa Unicorn? It's definitely not Halmerid Explorer, that's just not a good card. It's like average at best. I think if you got like 8 of these, maybe you could die to a flying creature. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Unicorn. I don't think it's really outclassed by Windgrace Acolyte. Good twos are always good. Cabal Paladin is solid. Deathbloom Thallid is what we're gonna take though. Pretty happy about where we are now. We're seeing some good white 2-drops. We're getting some solid black cards. Cabal Paladin is not that good. Problem is that the 2 damage is just not enough. If it had lifelink, then maybe. I mean, even then, it's just 2 is not enough. Knowledge Honor Guard, Cabal Evangel, Sarah Disciple, E2 Journey Mage. I don't think I'm on the Journey Mage. In fact, this is probably not making it into the deck at this point. Aesir Glider having 1 toughness makes it something I'm really not that interested in. So it's between Sarah Disciple, which just is another first strike creature, or Banalish Honor Guard. I'm just going to go with the Honor Guard here. And then a Deathbloom Thallid or a Trapper. Whew, well, that's a tough call. I mean, we don't really have that many historic spells, so I think Deathbloom Thallid is just a little bit more our speed. Demonic Vigor? Bloodstone Goblin's fine. Windgrace Acolyte is the only other card. I think we're more likely to play this than Demonic Vigor, to be honest, so... Take the Vigor and take the Dark Bargain. Not playing Divest. Well, you know, I don't think this is good, but we will take it, because it's better than a basic Swamp. You have infinity of those. All things considered, I'm feeling pretty good about what I have so far. The Antiquities War is a really bad card. Workeros is good. Blessed Light's also good. Call the Cavalry's also pretty good. Notably, the first one did not come back to us, which means somebody knows that it's a good card. We have at least one competent drafter in the pack with us. Workeros is pretty above par. Just a big flying creature that makes your opponent dead. So I will take it here. Knowledge Marshal is extremely difficult to cast. More likely to take a Trapper or a Sergeant at Arms, but it is definitely a good card. Do I have a way to justify this? Some Deathbloom Thallids. Fungal Infection makes a 1/1. A little low to the ground here. It's good if I get some more Sergeant at Arms, things like that. Right now it's between Banalish Marshal, Trapper, and Sergeant. I don't think Blessing of Bells and Lock even comes close to being the choice here. Feels like this is going to be impossible to cast. Live the dream, whatever. Clifftop Retreat, just barely not what we're looking for. Adamant Will and Thallid Omnivore. Thallid Omnivore is definitely a good card. Adamant Will is fine. We're going to take the Omnivore here and feel happy about having the Thallids. Borgar? Okay. Well, Is Torgar any good? Ooh, I know Skinwitch is good. Like, there's no question about it. This card is just good. Probably is just better than Torgar. Like, it's never going to put anybody to less than 10 or up higher than 10. So I have to imagine the Skinwitch is just better. Memorial to Folly is actually the good one of the good memorials, but here I'm just going to take the Call the Cavalry. Just really nice above par. Uh, well, this is a pretty bad miss. A Power Stone Shard is unplayable. Tragic Poet is also not good. Voltaic Servant doesn't do anything. Uh, no other cards in the pack for us, really. The best card in the packs are Alarm, E2 Journey Mage, Redalian Arcanist if you're in blue. It's actually a pretty solid card in that deck. I'm just going to take this, get it out of someone else's hands. Darkle, the meme. Throw the bomb. Book the Divine. It is. I do need some kind of sideboard cards, don't I? It is an instant as well. What I don't want to see is Academy Drake, but I think it's more important that I have the sideboard card. Ooh, Trapper and Demonic Vigor. Well, we're going to play the Trapper. We're not going to play the Guardians of Koilos. Rat Colony. Pretty far away from having a playable Rat Colony deck. Elden Raider just dies to Deathbloom Thalids and Trappers and even Knights of Grace sometimes. So we'll just take the Arcanist. Let's put it in the sideboard. Let people know that black is open. There's another Trapper. At this point, cards like Murgeros and stuff tend to get a little better because they're historic spells. I'm not playing Navigator's Compass, I'm just not doing it. I'm not playing any of these cards, but I'll take this and put it in the sideboard. Grudge Sentinel, well, I'll put this in the sideboard, take it from somebody. Yeah, that was not the best pack. The first pack felt decidedly better. Mishra's Self-Replicator, we don't really have enough historic to make that feel good. Oof, this is just a big miss. Skittering Surveyor, however, I didn't notice for a second. Yeah, this is, well, it ticks all the boxes. Settle the score? Okay. And Whisper? I'm going to take Settle the Score, but I really wish I could take Whisper here. Pegasus Courser? Oh my god. Just wonderful cards going around right now. What the hell was the last pack? And look at this one. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, maybe even the Ace Tier Glider that I would just gladly play right now. Juggernaut, that's pretty far away from being what we're looking for. But we will take another Skittering Surveyor. I don't think Short Sword's really it, but Skittering is. Haven, Sentry, Charge, Vicious Offering. Now that's a bit more up my alley. I've been pretty good at the 2-drop slot. Looking pretty happy. Spinalish Marshall was probably an awful choice. Oof, there's a Slimefoot. Yeah, unfortunately I can't take the Slime. Slime Ball has to stay in his place. In another world, where green was not so aggressively taken, there's a Whisper and there's a Caligo Skinwitch. And those are pretty much the only things in this pack I'm considering. Knight of Grace and Sergeant at Arms are in the back. And then Dredge Sentinel doesn't even register. Adamant Will also. What am I getting back? That's the real problem. Deathbloom valid? It's just a 2-2. I think Scanwich is just higher value, maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was supposed to be Whisper. Some pretty good stuff to get back. Murderous. Maybe I don't really have that much good stuff to get back. Oath of Teferi. Not really a playable card. Stronghold Confessor. That just isn't a good card from what I remember. Pearl A-Bomb and Guardians. At this point, I might be playing the Guardians just because, triggers some Trapper stuff. We have the 2 Skittering Surveyors, but we're gonna get some more top-end stuff to do. Well, Gideon's Reproach is not that good in decks like this, but some amount of the time you will be attacked, and your opponent eventually will be blocking. So, yeah, I think I do take it over Adamant Will. I can't play the Garna, I just don't have any way to do it. Not making my mana worse than it needs to be. Already have the, Marshall that's gonna be basically impossible to cast. Devastating creatures or artifacts does feel like it makes it much better. I could see a place where we pull that in. It loses its effectiveness over the course of the game. Put in Invoke the Divine. Dark Bargain. And Grace Acolyte. Yeah, we'll take the bargain. Not playing any of these cards. Just take the Fairlay Bomb. You know, Excavation Elephant does not feel so bad when we have 2 Skittering Surveyors and the Guardians. Like, it's very much a real card once that happens. There's our preview panel finally. Where is it? Oof. Argyros is very nice. Elephant's fine. Windgrace Acolyte's fine. I think we do play the Guardians along with the Skittering Surveyors. Triggers our Trappers. All that stuff. Take one of these Dark Bargains out. Can we play the Manalish Marshal? I just feel like so many games this is just gonna get stuck in our hand doing nothing forever. We're not really too black intensive. Problem is that 2 of our best black cards are in fact the ones that are double black. Still have to make 3 cuts? Feels like a lot. I do think this is a 16 land deck. Between the Dark Bargain, Skittering Surveyors, I don't think we have to play 17. Banalish Honor Guard are not making the cut. We just only have the 1 legendary creature, and we're doing a little better for ourselves than playing vanilla tutus. I don't think we take out the Trappers. I don't think we take out the Thalids. Banalish Marshal, I think, makes the cut. Omnivore, I'm pretty sure, still makes the cut. Soothsayer still makes the cut. Adamant Will worth it. You have some creatures. 1 combat trick is fine. Windgrace Acolyte might not be good enough. 5 mana, 3/2, we don't have any kind of mill synergy. besides Excavation Elephant. Yeah, doesn't really feel like that's too good. One more card. We're keeping Fungal Infection, obviously. If I'm just missing the super obvious cut, feel free to leave me a comment, because I don't really see it. This last cut is always the toughest one. Maybe it's Excavation Elephant, maybe it's just not good enough. Only gets back these three things. 3 targets in the deck. That does not seem high enough for me. At basics, no, we'll go. Should we go 9-7? Let's go 8-8. Oof. Ugh. I feel like this Banalish Marshal's just going to be burning a hole in our pocket every single time we start a game. Not doing anything. Yeah, your cash ain't worth a thing if you don't spend it, and your cards aren't worth a thing if you don't cast them. But I shouldn't be thinking about it as turn 3 play. This isn't constructed. If I play this on like turn 8, it's still going to be about as strong, like pump all my things. Yeah, we'll name this deck Nightmare Scenario. And, I'll tell you when we get into some games. We got there, we managed to find an opponent. Let's see if we can, make them pay. I would love to play first. We'll keep. This is a pretty good one. Some good threes. Get to keep up fungal infection. I would like for them to play a 1 toughness creature here. Well, I do get to hopefully ambush that with a fungal infection. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Oof. Well, yeah, not gonna lie, that was pretty far away from what I was hoping to see from the opponent. Of course, they do only have that one creature out right now, so they've invested 2 cards into it, so if it dies, if and when, it will be, pretty bad for them. I mean, assuming I ever kill it. This rate, who knows? The mana situation, as it is not looking good for Banalish Marshall, so I have at least one just straight up dead card in my deck. Yeah, we're pretty far away from blocking a 3-4 right now. Uh-oh. Really? Okay. And if their plan is just go all in on this one creature, feeling, well, I was gonna say I'm feeling good about it, but I'm really not. Oof. We get to play our Pegasus Courser? Want to deep in the tank on whether or not to mana tithe me, I guess? We will in fact swing in. I don't think playing the Omnivore was correct there. Whew. Taking 3 here? To gain 3? It's not that killer, to be honest. Really did not expect that the Lava Runner would... Yeah, I don't think I do anything. They have another Run-amok here, I just get owned. That's fine. I have a Thallid Omnivore. I can probably see the fungal infection coming at this rate. But maybe they just won't be able to do anything about it. I don't know why. Having that be a 4/4 is not very good for me. Hmm. So Run-amok? That would be pretty bad for me. Well... Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna take some damage off this, but I get to keep my stuff. Well, not really what I was looking to do. You have the Omnivore, which is pretty good beats. You need something to help turn the corner here, though, because I am under some pressure. Turn 1, Gitu Lava Runner. Turn 2, Triumph of Gerard. Run-amok. You're doing a lot of stuff. That charge was not good for me. Glad that I saw the obvious Thallid Omnivore line, because I was almost about to find some kind of horrible way to misplay with fungal infection. Okay. I mean, if they'd like to attack again, I feel like this also goes pretty good for me. Have another spell here. Um, Monk? I mean, well, here we go. Run-amok, another one. Adamant Will. You know, it's okay. It's not a run-amok. It doesn't really... Gain the 2 life off this. What kind of creature is this? It's a fungus. It's a sapperling. If for some reason something post-combat happens, like 2 damage here, I'd prefer to have my Thallid Omnivore live through it. Seems small, but it might make a difference. We do have 6 life on the table now, so I mean, I'm not like, ooh, that's kind of what the doctor ordered, not gonna lie. I would love to do that. Okay, planes? They are planes. Hmm. I'm going to sacrifice a Thallid here. They've passed priority. They go to a relatively low life total. I mean, if they could start drawing a bunch of lands, that would be pretty solid. I would not mind that whatsoever. What I don't want to see is like a run amok. They have to attack here. Staying back on defense doesn't do anything for them. Sure. They did make the correct choice. I think pretty much regardless of what's in their hand, they do have to block here. Okay, one, sacrifice this Thallid. Gain some life. Run amok would be pretty unfortunate, but seems like they would have attacked a lot quicker if they had the run amok. Would have been a pretty obvious play. Whatever this is, I'm not. Oh god. Discard up to 3 cards, you may draw that many cards. So they do get a discard. And they do get to discard 1, and they discarded Adamant Will? No. They didn't discard anything, they just went up. That's interesting. I'm not gonna disagree with getting more Skittering Surveyors. Yeah, I would like to get another Plains, please. I will play the Plains. I just attack them here. -8. I think I have to kill this. Yeah, they did cast a 5 mana gain 6 life. Not discarding a card feels like it was a pretty bad call there. I can't imagine whatever is in their hand is worth not discarding. I could be wrong, but if you ask me, who am I? But at this point, I don't even think we block. Like, what combination of 2 cards really owns us here? Well, I don't know, but we'll see. It's a call cavalry. Oh god. Oh dear. That is really bad for me. Oof. Not gonna lie, that's kind of the exact opposite of what I wanted to see. Meanwhile, I'm on my 10th land in my 16 land aggro deck here. Deal 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. It's a free roll attack. Not dead on board. Unless their last card is something crazy good. It's possible, but damn. I really didn't think the mythic into mythic was gonna be the thing that made this game go a different way. That is a land. Oh god. Just, oof. You've drawn a lot more spells than I have. Really? The full 7? Jesus Christ. Okay. Sacrifice that. If I don't, I do just die. Interesting that they don't attack there. I think that was probably a mistake. Like, pretty much the only lines that do anything for me involve having more creatures on the battlefield. Does that do anything at all? At 11, I can block my Thallid Omnivore, replay this, get another land. Does not do anything for me. Does not have reach. Concede game. Alright, let's see. You know, Divest does get a Bladewing out of their hand, so I will bring that in. Grudge Sentinel seemed like it was actually not too bad against their particular brand of go all in on one creature, hope for the best. Final Parting can go get me one of my removal spells, since I don't seem to draw them ever. Guardians did not really seem like it was going to do it. Bring in a Feral A-Bomb. Just another big thing to do. Windgrace Acolyte, is that going to do it? No, this doesn't even block Bladewing. It seemed bad. Hellish Marshal seemed like it was pretty far away from what I was looking to do. Soothsayer. Seems like it would have been good in that game. Adamant Will would have been fine. Reproach would have been amazing at several points. Deathbloom Thallid seemed pretty solid. Not going down a land here. Bargain. Yeah, just Fairlay Bomb. With that, we would love to play first. You know, I feel good about this one. This looks pretty nice. Even stuck on 2, I have things to do here. But if I draw a third land, I'm kind of in the money. I have a lot of stuff I can do. I got the Swamp first. I can fear the Fungal. Well, it's not a 1-drop, so it's good. Knight of Grace. What you got? Next turn it gets an additional power. Keep forgetting that this says when if any player controls a black permanent. And I have a lot of those. Elvish Honor Guard is pretty far away from being threatening right now. Shit, like I'm on the beatdown plan to be honest. Nice vanilla Honor Guard. Nice vanilla tutu, nerd. See what you got. I have Gideon's Reproach if they're trying to do any pump shenanigans. Settle the score if they really just go all in on bumping it up. Vicious Offering that'll make it much less likely to break through some creatures. I got a lot of stuff. So their last game plan isn't going to work again. And I gotta say the charge is not that good. Like there was fine, it did trade for a half of oh really? Yeah, no thanks. It did trade for the front half of a Deathbloom Thallid, but overall it was not that good of a card. Really. It's pretty suspicious if I do say so. It's gonna attack again, see what happens. I think we just cast another Knight of Grace, to be honest. I don't really see the merit in holding up any stuff. Whatever they want to do with their 3 mana, that's fine with me. Turns out it's nothing. What they want to do is stone nothing. That is A-okay. They're on 11 life right now. I don't see them attacking here, yeah. And their follow-up is the first eruption. That's pretty far away from being enough. Next turn they get to add 2 mana. But then, turn after that they have to sacrifice a mountain. And they're still only on 3 lands. Do I just Vicious Offering that? It means they take 9 here? I think I do. Is it a concession, maybe? Are they surprised that I have a removal spell in the black and white colors? Might have been wrong to actually kill that. Yeah, I mean, I can have double red here. I don't see exactly what's gonna be. Yep, we'll take it. Well, that felt pretty good. I don't think I'd change anything there. I feel like bringing in the Invoke the Divine would be bad. I don't know why they would have the first eruption in their deck in the first place, unless they were really trying to pivot into the control plan, which just does not seem good. Uh, yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good for myself. Haven't seen any of the skin witches. Mesa Unicorn might be a little bit weak for this, but I don't think I bring in the Invoke the Divines just for that. Maybe I take out the Mesa Unicorn and bring in the final parting. Eh. Hey. I mean, they might choose to take the draw here. I don't know. I'd be pretty surprised, but it would be pretty far from the craziest thing I've ever seen. There were definitely some games in original Dominaria that I decided to take the draw. And this is a hand that has some stuff. If I get one more land, I get to Skittering Surveyor. You know, I have another 14 lands and 33 cards. I think I can hit a third land drop. None of them are tapped, so not looking great so far. Still have two more opportunities to draw any land before we're starting to be like in some danger. On the third turn, if we miss the land, I think we do just play out the Skinwitch. Honor Guard, not really threatening. Love to draw planes here. Ugh. You know, yeah, I think we are just going to play it out. They're on 5 cards. I don't think we're going to get this Caligo Skinwitch going before they just empty their hand. It's easy to be blindsided by the possibility of value. It's not easy to give up on the value in favor of tempo. No, if they'd like to spend a spell to kill my 1/3, I'm more than happy with that. Sure, I take what, 2 in this exchange? I take 2, they discard a card. Fine by me. Well, there's the plains, and at this point, I think I do just Skittering Surveyor, secure my next land drop. Get a white mana. Would have been really nice to have that Skinwitch go off, but I'm not gonna pretend it was wrong to play it. It was correct. Oof. Right now they have 4 cards in hand. We have 5 great cards in hand and a land. And they're on 4 lands. We're on 4 lands. I think my 5 spells might beat their 4. Well, now what I don't want to see is like a Varix in their hand or something. That might be just impossible to beat. I do have a follow-up. Sergeant-at-Arms not kicked. Well, that's definitely not going to do it. I think we try to get them here. Considering that we flooded out in the first game, we might be able to get some extra value here. Because I know one of the only ways that we lose this game is they just get to blow us out on attacks and run away with onboard advantage. I think we do take the double block. If they would like to just trade, that's fine by me. Traded our 2 for their 3, and their 3 had a bonus attached to it, so I don't feel bad about that. And now here, I don't think we overthink this. I think we just play a Knight of Grace and Deathbloom Thallid. Next turn, we get to play the Trapper, keep up the Adamant Will. Oof. 3 cards in their hand? Well, something tells me that wasn't what they were... Oh god. Why are they playing this card? What the hell? Okay, well, you know, we have a lot of stuff to do. Oof. They did discard a charge and a mountain. They also used the Flame of Kel to do it. So technically they're down 3 cards, and they're gonna draw 2 cards from it. And then if that enchantment doesn't do anything, well, then it's just bad news bears for them. If that last chapter just doesn't do anything at all. Yeah, you know, that's why you don't play this card. It's good when you have nothing in your hand, even though you have to wait a turn for it, I guess. But, I don't know, it just feels like that wasn't very good. I mean, I guess you could do worse than discarding a charger and a mountain to draw 2 random cards, but... See, this is why I don't play charge in my deck, because then I have to play cards like the Flame of Keld that make charge less bad. Usually my choice is to just not play any bad cards at all. That's usually my go-to. 2 things in hand, nothing to do with 4 mana. Definitely feels a little fishy, I'll be real. But we have 6 mana. So their blocker step. You just do this. I don't have another spell to back it up, but like okay. Reproach or whatever? Yeah, Gideon's Reproach. Um no, I don't think I can really do anything about the Gideon's Reproach. I don't think I use the Vicious Offering either. I think the Vicious Offering I need to save for like something that actually matters. We'll play the Mesa Unicorn. I mean, I got a Saproling out of the deal. Like, the nightmare scenario is they just untap and play something big, and I've got an army of like 2 and 3 power creatures that can't do anything to it. Well, They got a Banalish Honor Guard and that out of it, so I don't really feel like they got all their value, but maybe they do. I hope they're happy with their choices. Right now they have 2 cards, just as many lands as me, but I have 4 creatures on the battlefield and only 1 less card in hand. Hard to argue that I did anything terribly wrong here. If they had a creature, I'd play the Skittering Surveyor first, and honestly, there's actually a good argument for just holding it in my hand. I think I will just hold it in my hand, to be honest. I don't really see any merit in playing it right now. I have the aggressive board state. They have to play things to block or wipe my board. If they wipe my board, I want to play a creature after. If they don't wipe my board, I don't have a reason to play into a Wrath better. No, a Wrath more, rather. It's the Blade Wing? Yep, that's the Blade Wing. Not really what I was hoping to see, but you know, I have definitely seen worse things for me. So, we're gonna play the Skittering Surveyor. We're gonna... We're gonna tap this one. I would love to do that. I'll go get a Plains. Then we'll play our Plains, and we'll Vicious Offering. Choose target creature. This one. The one in the black. Sacrifice the creature I just cast. Combat. Bonk for a healthy amount of damage. Your Mythic will not save you, sir. It just won't. I could break it to you, but, oh no. Oh no! Well, they can discard a card here. Oh, what? What? What the fuck is this? Oh no. Oh, what? Okay. What's their best block here? Block the Trapper, and then they block the Unicorn. They take 2 damage, go to 1. Yeah, I mean, that does put them to 1 life. They obviously can't attack. They're just kind of spinning wheels on their attack step. I mean, I don't want to say we have this one in the bag, because we definitely don't for sure, but it's not looking bad for us. We're definitely, like, on the verge of turning the corner. They did draw both their mythics, and honestly, yeah, I mean, I guess they do want a +1 there, but are they really doing the combat math in their head? Because they do just die if they attack. They have to know that, right? I don't know exactly what we have that gets us, like, the... Oh, well, you know... I think we show them this first. Thank you. And you're still down to 1 creature? No matter how you decide to block? Really? I mean, I guess that does make some amount of sense. That means I can't blow them out with Charge, but I'm not playing Charge. I'm pretty far away from the kind of deck that wants to play Charge. They only have 1 card to go with, and they do get a redraw off of their Jaya, but I don't think they're gonna get there with whatever that card is. Yeah, redraw. Discard a Plains, and they draw... Triumph of Gerard. Yeah, that's a good card, but it's not going to do it. Good game. Alright, we have one under our belt. Let's see if we can get the next one. I'll see you in the game. Yeah, we might be spending some extra time together. Uh, just based on how long it's taking to fire this game up. If I look at my league, my deck, let's talk about. Oh, well, we got there. I guess we just go in now. I have won the die roll. I guess I'll take it. Yeah. I mean, I didn't come here to not play cards. That, uh, eh, I could do a little better for myself, but not that much better. We got a 2, got a 3, got a 4. You have a good number of lands in here. We'll keep it. We'll slow roll the aggro start by playing our swamp. FOMO. Not gonna lie, if we're not gonna draw a land, a playable 2 is pretty good to see. Oh, Knight of Graces. Well, it definitely outclasses that card. Yeah, can't attack, because they just attack back and we're just down 2 life. So we won't do that. Well, it's Knight of Grace versus the world right now. We're not going to play the Skin Witch, because, well, it's just not really doing anything for us. If we don't draw land next turn, obviously we play it, because it's better than doing nothing, but... They're also stuck on 2 lands. Well, that's the battle of the 2 land hands. Let's see who draws the 3rd land first. Does not seem to be opponent, and they do not seem to have a thing to do, so they just have to discard, which is much, much worse than just, oof, yeah, and I'm just having consistent twos to play. Yeah, yeah. Well, they got there. They hit their 3rd before I did, but I also have a full hand of 7 non-lands and an additional creature on board. So I'm up a card on them right now. You have to decide what to do. Pitched a removal spell. I can't block the 3/1 now, which is pretty unfortunate. Good news is, I do have really good beats. Um, yeah. Oof. Oh, I did not notice that. That's pretty miserable. I'll discard the Knowledge Marshal. I mean, odds are it's just not even gonna get cast in this game. At least they won't see the thing coming at all, right? Right? Phew. You get there? Syncopate? Syncopate? I'm not going to pay 3 for for fungal infection. I'll just take the 3 damage. No questions asked there. We're just trading 3s here. Well, that's pretty good. Uh, Yeah, I mean, with the Skittering Surveyor, I can block more efficiently. They just take it. It's fine by me. We'll go get a Plains. We'll definitely want to use the ability. Really? Well, whatever this is, I don't think I'm too concerned if they want to use some combination of spells to just blow me out here. If they just want to trade for Skittering Surveyor, I feel even better. If they want to spend a card, I already got my value out of that. Really? There's no way that that was correct. There just isn't a way that that was correct. They have a way to get it back or something? Yeah, I guess I do. Ugh, and they get the Banalish Marshal? That was pretty bad for me. Jeez. Well, they've gotten their 2-for-1 back. Question is, do I just play the Thallid Soothsayer and hope their 4 cards don't interact well with me? Or do I just settle the score now and get rid of the Manalish Marshal and attack? I think I do just do that. Yeah. Next turn I can play the Soothsayer. I draw a 2-drop, I can play that. Might just be able to play the Vicious Offering and the Skittering Surveyor together. Ugh. Okay, well we did draw that. That's the good news. I think we could play this. I think we play the Trapper. But first I think we attack with these, because I don't see a scenario where that's too bad for us. Well, it is kind of bad if they just block with that, because that just means I have to do things. I have the Vicious Offering it, or else I just lose my creature. Ugh, kind of nasty. I think I start with the Skittering Surveyor, and I just blow up the Toshiro. Tetsuko. Blow up the Tetsuko. Probably. I don't think I'm going to win this game by not blowing up the Tetsuko. Yeah, I guess we do go get our swamp here. Bonk, and we'll pay sacrifice. Hey, so I have something here. Their attacks aren't that good. We only have 3 cards. If I can stabilize, I'm in a good spot, but if not, like, things have unfolded in a pretty unfortunate manner for me. Seems we have an obvious play, and it's Rona. Oh, God. Ugh, that's the nightmare scenario. That just means I get to do all the things I want to do again. Yeah, I take 4 and I'm just dead. Well, yeah, wasn't really any way to avoid that one. Ugh, that felt bad. That felt pretty awful. Once again, Divest is coming in. Invoke the Divine doesn't do anything against the stuff that they had going on. What do I cut? What felt bad? As usual, the Banalish Marshal is kind of the worst. Uh, all things considered, I don't think I can afford to play around Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. I just have to hope that they don't have it every single game. But this is limited. Anything can happen. Oof, we'll take the play and feel pretty good about this hand. We'll keep it. We're going to start off with the Knight of... Well, we'll actually start it off with the Mesa Unicorn. Chances are we will get to at least flunge with it once before anything awful happens. If they play their own, I actually get to do some interesting stuff. What's this? Knight of Nubenalia? Sure. Fine by me. We're gonna go get a swamp here. Up in the life, up in the cards. Oh, we're kind of even on cards actually, because they took the draw. Adamant Drake is pretty far away from being threatening. Well, good Knight of Grace, which does attack, but just gonna play a Soothsayer. They have to blow it up, or else I just get immediate value off of the Skittering Surveyor, because I will just sacrifice it immediately. Time Device? Sure. Sure. Again, take it you too. That's fine by me. Wait, that just means I get another Skittering Surveyor here? Like, if their plan is just get infinity value, I'd love to go get a land. Let's go get another swamp, plains, swamp, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think tapping down and bouncing my Skittering Surveyors is really what's gonna win them the game here. Also get to Skin Witch next turn if I draw a land. I'm gonna just do this now. That's fine by me. Oh, god damn. Will the bangers stop, please? Ugh. Classic Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, Insano game plan deck. Let's get the Skin Witch here. Jesus Christ. I don't think Guardians of Koilos is really going to do it for me. And the Syncopate for one? Are you serious? Oh, let me guess. This is... Oh, they just discard 2 islands. It's not even worth the Syncopate. Yeah, maybe it was worth attacking with the Skittered and Surveyors to get one back again. Drawing 2 cards a turn. Jesus Christ. Just infinity value here? What do you even bounce? That's not really a concern. I'm not worried about them bouncing that. It's up to -8. Okay. Still a good ways away from there, but the game is definitely warped around that some. Play, I have 6 mana here. What's that? Yeah. What you got? Syncopate? If I want to counter the Knight of Grace, that means that I just get to get the card out of their hand. Syncopate's fine for me. Guardians next turn. Get to pick back up my thing. I need to start pressuring that TEFERI or else I'm going to lose this game. Okay, doesn't look like they drew anything. Yeah, it's good news at least. Kind of a pitched game here. I really need to win this one. I want to bring it to a game 3 so that I can get TEFERI'd and then Yawgmoth's Vile Offering again. I would like to use that ability, yes. Go up to 7, draw another card. I mean, I technically am drawing about as many cards as they are. Ugh, not gonna lie, that one's pretty bad for me to see. Information tab, is there like a thing I can look at? Okay, I guess not. Well, I think I start with an attack from with the Guardians. Do they just chump with Cloud Reader if I do that? I don't know if it matters terribly. have a lot of mana here. I can't imagine there's a scenario where playing Soothsayer Death Bloom is worse than just, or better than just doing, well, worse. Just doing some kind of Skittering Surveyor line. I don't think I win the game playing Calico Skinwitch or Skittering Surveyor there. Still at 6. They have some. Oh my god. Ugh. And there will be a point in time where, okay. There's a Tetsuko. I do have a removal spell here. I can draw a removal spell someday, hopefully. Knight of Grace at least attacks past those creatures. That's good news. Attacks pretty profitably too. They have one card in hand. I think I wait on that in the interest of the I can spend is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we do those things. Yeah, planes. Oops, all bangers, I guess. I need to decrease its loyalty this turn, because if I don't, they're just going to ult next turn. So we're in the final countdown here. We're drawing a lot of cards off of this Teferi, and I'm kind of out of bubblegum, if as they say. What are the odds that they just drew a land? They're kind of one island there? Way, 1, 2. Yeah, they're overdue to draw some lands. They only have 8, 9. Deck like this, pretty mana hungry. Maybe they play 18? Uh, can't even use that ability. My attack, something's getting through, but they do have a profitable block on the Skittering Surveyor. Yeah, guess I should have seen that one coming. Be able to just attack all at Teferi. See if it matters. Easy block there. Block there. Teferi taking 3 is good for me. So, like, if there's a sizable delay on how long it takes them to win this game, they do have to actually beat me with the cards that they have. Really? Double 2-2 with lifelink? That's pretty awful for me to see. Attack for 1. It's not good. Um, I can afford to take the Teferi hit and just crack back with the Mesa Unicorns after some profitable double blocks. I don't have any attacks there. They do have to win off of what they... Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Well, they actually do lose the game before. Burgos need something here. Another land is not going to cut it for me. At this point, I've drawn almost as many lands as they have. At least I get to set up some okay blocks here. I can't kill the excavation elephant, but I can block it well. Can start picking off tutus pretty reliably. Honestly, right now I'm on the survival plan more than anything. Just hope that they're not gonna... Well, yeah, they figured it out to start attacking with the Academy Drake. Technically, that doesn't put me on a clock that dies if they keep on doing TEFERI things. Maybe draw a card, Jesus Christ. It's not going to do it. Yeah, smart of them to ult there. Jesus. Yeah, they haven't even made it to the best card in their deck yet, besides TEFERI. Yeah, it must be nice. I think I'm going to lose this one. Ult TEFERI, immediately play TEFERI. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna make them do it. There's always a chance that they do something stupid and end up killing themselves. They do actually have to win the game here. 6. Do I have any kind of way to punish them for this? I don't think so. Sometimes your opponent just opens up a Teferi. This might be the best card in the set. Yeah, cool. That's mine, isn't it? Sure is. A mythic or a rare? Just a rare. Okay. Yeah, that's a good game, but that didn't feel too good. You know, looking back on that game, I don't think there were any situations where I didn't attack that I should have. I don't think there were any situations where I shouldn't have attacked that I did. Pretty sure, all things considered, I attacked at the optimal times, and sometimes you can do everything right and still not win a game of Magic. Well, seen better hands, that's for damn sure, but we're gonna keep it and see if we can win a game of Magic. I'd like to win at least one of the games. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, 2 drop feels pretty good. I would like to draw a land next turn. That'd feel really nice. Punish them for this. Ooh, well, ask and you shall receive. Looks like I made somebody happy. There has to be some kind of justice in the world for facing down two planeswalkers in a row. Guess this is... Yeah, this is slightly better, I guess. Like Deathbloom Thallid is better against different removals they might have. Trapper opens me up to drawing one of my Skittering Surveyors next turn. Finalish Marshal is just not going to get the job done. Not at all disappointed to use Gideon's Reproach on that. Although at this point I don't even need to, I can just Vicious Offering. Yeah. I mean, what are they going to do, not block? If they don't block, I just get in. It's fine by me. Sooner or later, they're going to need to block or something. If they don't, well, that's okay. An hour and 32 minutes, it's been a while. I have been playing kind of slow, haven't I? It's certainly not good. I don't like seeing that at all. No justice in the world. They get to play it on turn 3 exact, and I get to do this instead? They don't actually have any kind of reason to block with it either. It just makes it more risky to... Ugh, do I just attack with the Deathbloom Thallid, take my medicine, and kill it with the Vicious Offering? Might be correct. Not really doing much else otherwise. I might just take it, but I don't know. Okay. There. That. That. Bye-bye. I'd like to draw my Pegasus if I'm not going to draw lands. If I do draw a land, just probably gonna, well, I mean, definitely gonna Dark Bargain. I don't really have a reason to do anything else. Sure, that's fine. They want to start discarding cards to trade for my random piddly 2/1s and stuff, that's fine. Yeah, no thanks. Life I gained in the beginning of the game is definitely gonna be good for me here. That thing having lifelink is kinda bad. Yeah, we're gonna attack with my 2/2 lifelink. I might block with the token. I don't have anything I can do about that, so I won't do anything about it, but Adamant will. If they have a way to blow me out here, well then they have a way to blow me out. The way that they tapped makes it seem like they do, but I'm not doing anything otherwise. Nope, we just get to gain 4 life. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't mind drawing Skittering Surveyor. Slower than just drawing a land and getting the Dark Bargain, but also I just wouldn't mind getting the trigger off the Trapper. Another card here. Warcry Phoenix. Jesus. It is just a 2/2 flyer. It's not like it's gonna murderize me really quickly. They're not even guaranteed attacks here, honestly. Yeah, staying back. The old 4-mana 2/2 blocker? Yeah, I do think that I do attack with the Mesa Unicorn again. However they block here, I'm not disappointed. If they try to do anything, I can just blow them out pretty hard. They don't. Yeah, just play a Trapper now. Now I'm much more excited about this Skittering Spirit. Means I get to pop in for a hot chunk of damage. I'm at 28, so I can afford to kind of wait back a little bit. They have two more lands than me? Any day now they're going to start drawing some lands, and then things are going to start going poorly. Or they'll just draw all spells. You know, that's also an option. Yeah, I mean, we're not racing the 3/2 lifelink. If they want to discard a card here, that's fine. All of the Thran? Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a blank anyway. Definitely worse for them than it is for me now. Knight of Grace? Yeah? Knight of Grace is a card. You know, I always say it, but if I'm not going to draw lands, drawing cards I can cast is pretty nice. We have drawn a good number of cards I can cast, but, well, here we go. Jesus. That's pretty miserable. You get to blow up 4 things here. One of them's going to be going at random now. 50-50 shot on creature or land. Creature, okay with that. Ugh. I don't have any kind of recourse for that, so not going to pretend I do. No, they get 3 of the permanents. Jesus. Yeah. Ugh. Maybe they'll think about attacking into my trapper. They get that off the battlefield, they're more likely to hit the lands, maybe cinch up the game in their eyes. Or maybe they'll just cast more high drop, powerful things. Wizards, Spirit. Okay with me. Here we go. Righty, we don't get our lands blown up. We actually get to do this. Question is, do we Dark Bargain or call the Cavalry? We're ages away from doing Banalish Marshal, and I don't think Gideon's Reproach is winning us any games right now. If we draw another land, we can Dark Bargain. We did get a little lucky on the Bombardment. We do get to call the Cavalry. We're going to blow up one of these lands at random. I mean, it's not a given that they get the plains, but I think our luck has run out. I wouldn't count on them just getting the swamp. Yeah, I want to discard a card to kill my 2/2 profitably. Resist Home? That just seems like a very greedy play. Common, uncommon, rare, uncommon, rare, uncommon, rare. I wonder if this player has commons in their deck. Now here goes the white source. Oh, there we go. Well, if I'm gonna draw a card, that would be a good one to draw. It does block there, and it keeps us something of a parity. What I don't want to see is another Fire Fist Adept. Obviously, that would be really bad for me here. But knowing my opponent's deck so far, they've played literally nothing but, well, no, that's a common. They did get one. They managed to cram one common into the gameplay so far. Ugh, but more plays is brutal. You have to think about this one. That's the good news. Heck, really? That's it? It's really weird. Yeah, I mean, we are blocking. We're not really in the business of not blocking here. Kind of have to block. Ugh, not really what I was hoping to see. And block there, if I do that. Block the tokens, but I think Dark Bargain's the only way I'm honestly going to get anywhere in this game. Just take a huge hit, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 maybe. If I don't block anything and they attack all. I think maybe they could do some lands here. That'd be nice if they just... Thing is, do I block with the token? Oh. And they get the Warcry Phoenix. That's pretty bad for me. Take 14? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, I only take 12 here. Yeah, but then I Dark Bargain myself down a little further. 2 into my hand. Knight of Grace Plains. I drew the exact number of lands I need. That's pretty brutal for me. After the 3-for-1 with Haphazard Bombardment. Look, I've seen multiple targets. I think at this point I do bring in at least one of the enchantment removal spells. It's pretty good for me. Take 5 here? No, they're not even attacking there. Attacking with less things is better for me. Let's see. Of course, I don't really have any good blocks here either. Yeah, maybe I should have done that before blocks. Did they have some kind of... Really? More? Jesus. I'm kind of screwed here. Guess they discard the land. Ugh. I'm just dead on the board, aren't I? Block there, block there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Take the divest, because I can get rid of some stuff that's a bit problematic. Windgrace Acolyte just trades for their flyer. Grudge Sentinel seems like it's not the worst. They're trying to do some stuff. Might be good against that. Soothsayer I keep, Omnivore I keep. I haven't seen this Courser in ages, it feels like. Guardians is a little clunky. Dark Bargain felt like it was a little slow, but it might be the kind of card advantage I'm looking for here. It's one more cut. What was bad? What was bad? Approach seemed like it wasn't really at its best. It's never really that good though. It's fine. Skin Witches are good. Skittering Surveyors are good. Maybe the Trapper. If I'm taking out a Guardians, taking out a Trapper makes some amount of sense. Trappers are pretty bad against the kind of strategy my opponent's got going on. Yeah, I'd like to play first, and we do have some stuff to do, I guess. Didn't see a lot of removal from them. Oh, I forgot to bring in the enchantment removal. Oopsie. Maybe they just won't draw the bomb enchantment that ruins my life. Maybe they just won't do it. Maybe they'll flood. I mean, it's possible, right? It's theoretically possible for my opponent to draw a non-optimal number of lands, isn't it? Guess there's a world where I do this first so I can play Banalish Marshal if it comes up. They want to kill the Drudge Sentinels, that's fine by me. Well, they have nothing to do on turn 2. They have something to do here, right? Can't really punish them if they don't. The recourse is they take 2 damage. Pretty happy to see the Courser. I have enough mana to make them pay with Calico Skin Witch as well, soon. I just got nothing? It's impossible, right? Urza's Tome? That's really bad for them. It means I don't have anything to do. Play Knight of Grace, keep up my Indestructible? Yeah? We are on the beatdown plan here. We're only taking 3 damage, but next turn that's gonna go up by a good amount. This turn they're taking 6? They do have a time limit on drawing lands here. Like, I joked about not really pressuring them a second ago, but this is some amount of pressure. Six power of uncontested power at that, rather. I don't know if I like that. And they just discard all of the Thran? I really don't understand what my opponent's doing. 6 mana here. Yeah, right-click attack all. Yeah, I'm not really worried about anti-flying, so we'll just give it to that in case they have some kind of awkward flash creature that punishes me. Really nothing? Is the pump fake, or maybe they're trying to Urza Stone? I don't really understand the rationale behind waiting, but I don't know what cards in the format punish them for not waiting here. That's fine by me. I think Urgros. It's a pretty obvious play. They have a chance to deal with it, but with how much they're struggling, maybe they don't just immediately kill it. Yeah, that does kill that. I don't think I Calico Skinwitch here. Pretty sure I just do this. We're still on a very real clock. It's not as fast as it was before, but I mean, actually, it's about the same, but I was hoping to speed it up some. I don't really understand what they're doing with the Urza Stone. Like, yep, there we go. That's a little more. Gone through 15 cards and they've only seen. Oh, yeah, forgot. They're the good lands. Ooh, Skinwitch? We just divest here. What you got, opponent? Ooh, well, can't do that. I can't do that. I'm pitching Cyclops. Just a 4/4. They do just die to that. They untap an Adamant Will. That's good. Just untapping Goblin Barrage, though. That's the bad thing. This is the only creature that really, really, really punishes me. If they just untap and play it, so I'll just take that. Fire Fist Adept is just bad. I have enough mana here to keep up my indestructible as well as my sacrifice. We just no, I don't. They can only play one thing. They're just dead. Probably should have played the Skin Witch, but I don't think I'm gonna get punished for it. So, yep, there we go. They realized their predicament. They can kill one creature and still just die. Um, we do get the third game. I feel like I just take up an Elish Marshal, bring in Invoke the Divine. This feels like it's a better card. Take out a Trapper. I don't think I bring in a second Invoke the Divine. I think I just bring in the Windgrace Acolyte. Pressures them in the air. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. They've shown me multiple targets. The nightmare scenarios that I just have Invoke the Divines that do nothing. Yeah, I don't think it's worth bringing in another one. I lost the die roll. They have chosen to go first. We have a very reactive hand. We will keep it. We have a good number of twos, solid threes. We have a lot of stuff we can draw. We took out the marshals, so there's no merit in playing the planes first. Sure. If they ever go to equip that, we do have a nice way to waste their time. Actually, have multiple ways to waste their time. Gideon's Reproach to kill the creature, as well as Invoke the Divine to blow them out. Make it to where they don't no longer have good attacks. Currently my opponent's on the do nothing plan, but so am I, so it's not like I'm really capitalizing on their doing nothing. They only have 5 cards in hand, and one of them is the thing that does nothing, so... Oof. Pretty far away from turning this thing on, so I think I'm okay exiling it for now. Or just destroying it. I was really not hoping to hit 7 lands here, not gonna lie. Kept a slightly land-heavy hand, but I'm only playing 16, aren't I? Literally 8-8? 8-8 split on mana? Fire Fist Adept? That's fine. They have another Fire Fist, I do just get owned here, but like my other option is straight do stone nothing with my 8 lands. Soothsayer would have been a nice draw. Please no bully? I mean, maybe they'll just equip. If they have the second Fire Fist, it's a pretty obvious play. Pretty much nothing in the format I think I would do other than that if I had the Fire Fist in hand. So, yep, that's good. That's pretty good for me. Means they might have the Adamant Will, but it's hard to say for sure. We go to 18 here. Jesus, 9 lands? It's a few more than I was hoping for. Means we're kind of all in on having this thing do something. They've shown Gideon's Reproach. If this creature dies, we literally just have nothing to do. Whew. Get out of there. Yeah, they had some questions. Now I have some answers. It's just Adamant Will. See your Adamant Will, and I raise you an Adamant Will. Now our two creatures are just gonna beat each other up a little bit and go home feeling just fine. Yeah, Sanctum Spirit, not really what I was hoping to see here. They inch closer towards... Well, that's a pretty good one. Call the Cavalry, settle the score? I will take both of those cards. And I can't attack, because... I mean, of course I can't. I need to block. The question is, do I block the Fire Fist or the Sanctum Spirit? As long as a chance they drew another Fire Fist, which would obviously probably be enough to win the game. Seem like they're drawing some lands as well, so maybe things aren't so good for them over there. They had a super obvious play. Attacking seems like a good plan. I think they're deciding whether or not they want to attack with the Fire Fist, and I agree that that is the most contentious thing on board. With two cards in their hand, they can't possibly be that puzzled about what to play. Oh, well, what they're doing is waiting for me, obviously. Well, I do think that I block here. Mostly because getting that thing off the battlefield is good for me. Whew, it's also pretty good. Question is Call the Cavalry just a wiser play? Two cards on hand? This is a little greedy, but greed is good, and if they don't have a way to immediately remove it, they're kind of under the gun, if you will. They do have a way to remove it, like, it's not like they're going to waste a removal spell on a call token. Here we go. Let's fight fire with fire? Yeah, fight with fire. Once again. At least it's not kicked. Kicked would have been pretty miserable for me to see. Not like they can play a bomb creature either, unless they have fucking barracks. Sarah Angel. Well, I will be killing that. Yeah. Bye-bye, Sarah Angel. Exile Zone. I'm Coyote Peterson, and we're about to enter the Exile Zone with Sarah Angel. Sounded cooler in my head. Feeling okay about this game, but you never know. They're always one card away from some unbeatable bomb. That is the nature of Limited. Yeah, can't really attack. These tokens having Vigilance just really puts them, like, way above par. Deathbloom Salad. Means I get to keep up double sack for the Thallid Omnivore. Like, they have one card in hand. I'm not playing around a Wrath here. I don't even know which ones there are. Pretty sure there's one in the format, but I don't remember what it is. I know it's a rare, so the odds of them having that rare are commensurately low. Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna draw a hand disruption, this would be the turn to do it. That is a sorcery. It is a pretty bad sorcery for them to have. I do just right-click attack all here, like... And I do just sacrifice a token if I have to sacrifice something. Question is, do they even block? I think they have to? Nope, they do not technically, like, have to. It's not like a forced block or anything, but... Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch. Especially when my opponent's playing a 6-mana card. I think they're realizing they have to pull the trigger on the Goblin Barrage? I mean, they tapped 6 at first, so I figured it was the haphazard bombardment. Uh, yeah. Let me resolve the Thallid, so getting the value off that, I don't know. I mean, Skittering Surveyor? It's a good card. Let's see, so if I attack, they block like here, they're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They kind of have to block here, but they still have Clifftop Retreat in hand, so the best case scenario is they have a combat trick. Just blow them out with Sacrifice of the Saproling token. Well, I have drawn more lands than they have. Well, I've drawn the same number actually. Barely even have any lands left in the deck. Going to attack all. They do the block. Going to pay 1, and I think we sacrifice a Skittering Surveyor. Just to get in the 1 extra damage. Now they're with a Clifftop Retreat and 2 unknowns. Elden Raider? That does not do it, but it does block the Thallid Omnivore for a turn, I guess. And it does force me to sack the token. And it is a forced block because that does not have lifelink. I discard a mountain, play the Clifftop Retreat, 1 card in hand, looks like it might be 5 mana. Do I just do that? I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I just attack here. Back on. I don't think that there's merit to doing the Vicious Offering now. Especially when they must do this. Necessarily. Ellen Omnivore has been an overperformer, like every time I've drawn it. Well, there we go. That's a 2-1. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you somehow made it all the way to the end, I love you. You're the best in the world. Please tell me what you think I did wrong. If you think there were any deck building, card selection, sideboarding, or play errors, I would love feedback. I'm always looking to improve my game. But this has been a draft with me. Have a good night.